Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars, Dawn of Unification. Today we continue the coverage of the UGL. We are in Group F. You see the bracket here. Last time we have seen No Man versus der Gnome, which was interesting to put it that way. Nevertheless, No Man won against der Gnome 2-1, so he is now in the winners round and der Gnome is in the losers round. Today we will cover ConnorBread, or ConnorBread from Beyond, ConnorBread from Far Beyond, whatever you want to call him. He has a YouTube channel as well. And Vrakuzz. Never heard of Vrakuzz, so gonna be interesting. You see the picks now here. ConnorBread from Beyond and Vrakuzz the Butt Sniffer, which is clearly an orc's name. The bands for ConnorBread are Chaos, Marines and Emperor's Children, so he does not like Chaos it seems. And Vrakuzz band Eldar and Space Marines. Everybody knows that ConnorBread is an Eldar main, so you will probably see a lot of Eldar bands against him. ConnorBread picked Dark Angel, Sister of Battle and Thousand Suns, and Vrakuzz, as his name suggests, picked Orcs, Black Templar and Steel Legion. And if you are Orc and you're picking Steel Legion, this is a kind of weird move, but I can see where it comes from. Okay, the first map, as said in the last video, is Tranquility's End. Let's see what factions they choose. And here we are on the first map, Tranquility's End. On the southern side, playing Steel Legion, we have Vrakuzz the Butt Sniffer. I like this name. On the northern side, playing Sisters of Battle, we have ConnorBread. So let's quickly go through the openers. We have Missionary and then the second builder and then a Novitiate Sister Squad, which I like. Novitiates are good. Early squad can cap and can also fight. We have a Sororita only opener. Not sure if he will add a generator. If not, this is probably a Sister of Battle spam. On the other side we have a ammunition bunker, so this is going to be horses, I guess, but also two legionnaires, so could also be what are they called again? Legionnaires with commissars. I do not like this opener a lot because now that some horses come, this is you want to have all your three pioneers before you do anything else, because they're so good, they're cheap, they can cap, they can build, and yeah, one squad of Wrath Riders for, I guess, harassment after two legionnaires. I think one legionnaire is okay to increase your capping rate, but I would scrap one legionnaire and put in two pioneers instead. It's also a bit slow on the capping part. One Sisters of Battle now hitting the field. Generator was added later on, so this is still two Battle Sister squads. One is capping the relic. Not advised. The relic is something that your missionary can do. This is a combat squad and should be used as such. You can cap with it like a thing in your base. He even has two missionaries, if I see it correctly, and one novitiate squad. So yeah, one of the missionaries can clearly go to the base, and then you would have like three squads which can kite around these horses. This is a oversight on him. He has probably clicked them to capture this, but now has lost track of them. These Wrath Riders are not meant to be used in melee. They are really good at ranged, especially against these only quote-unquote only infantry. They are not heavy infantry. So using Wrath Riders, yes, they can stab a model or two, but their prowess, they are strongest in range. So ConnorBread could decap this point with his Battle Sisters. This would be advised. On the other side, he is a little late on the building part. He has now the second Pioneer squad, which I like. Everything is captured. Is he getting a third Battle Sister? Okay, so Battle Sister spam it still is. You want to add the Prismatine Sanctuary to get the very good flaming grenades, which is what you probably want to go against these legionnaires. So Prismatine Sanctuary should be added, and his listen post should be built as soon as he can. Probably busy microing here, but yeah, he's standing here shooting at guys in negative cover. Their ladies here are not good. They're okay in melee, but they will not beat the horses over here. As I said, he really wants to have the he has the listening post at least. He really wants to have the Prismatine Sanctuary to get the incendiary grenades. The Battle Sister squad over here is still alive. He has kept all his squads alive. Battle Sister, his novitiates probably died, and there one squad has died here as well. But he has his left side secured. This point will go up, I think, at some point. So, but there's still a lot of dead Battle Sisters. They shoot at guys at negative cover, but they're still they're just more where they come from. So this is a little sad. His economy is powering, but he's not building stuff. He could also add the cannoness to add some more beef, but he's lost. He's lost all his squads. I do not want to call it early, but this is really bad. He even lost his servitor over here, and now will lose this point. If Vrakuzz has now 2 ways to go about it. He could go inside the base. This is you can see it here, the emergency upgrade to all his points. By all fairness, this will give him probably an economy that is similar to his opponent, as he has only 1 captured listening post. These Wrath Riders deal more damage in ranged against this building as in melee. So clearly some advice for Vrakuzz: use your Wrath Riders in range. They will chew through this building way quicker than they are doing right now. Even getting a turret up, which I kinda like. A more cheeky position would be over here. Then it would also cover this retreat. The best turret for me is something like this position, when this listening post is not upgraded, because it covers this approach and can attack the enemy listening post. But you can creep also forward. Now adding a commissar, also very nice. Yeah, just as I said, he can creep forward, build 1 turret and then build the next. He caps this point. I also like the banner, I have to say, for ConnorBread. He wants to get lucky, I guess. Yeah, but his economy is even better than the Steel Legions, as he has upgraded all his points. So he could, in theory, go tier 2. Even without his generator, he could hit tier 2 button soonish. Vrakuzz, on the other hand, could clearly build a one of these radar towers. He's now abandoning this position, which is okay-ish. He has his heavy bolter turret, which needs to retarget. He needs to retarget. You can target your turrets. Target your turrets against the Battle Sisters, and they would have died a lot of models. Now he has the superior numbers and shooting at guys in negative cover, but yeah, this turret targeting the heavy Battle Sisters would have won him this fight. Now it just dies, dealing minimum damage to the enemy post. He's getting the map, which is okay. You want to have that's a big problem. I think he does not have all his builders. 1, 2, only 2. If you had just built another builder and park him over here, you would have had the relic by like a lot of time. He's getting more legionnaires and more plasma generators. You want to have the radar tower. So this is a very good early game, but then the transition is poorly made, I have to say. You will not win with 3 legionnaires. What they are gonna do? Shoot with their toy guns at the enemy until they die. I think this is not advised. You want to have the radar tower. The radar tower gives you access to tier 2 and most importantly to your feared grenade launchers. These turrets are nice, they deal a lot of damage, but he is still focusing the listening post. You need to retarget to the units. The units will bleed, the listening post will not. So he still has a lot of requisition. Build, please. These guys, please build a radar tower for me. You can do it. Come on. You will not win with just legionnaires. I can only repeat myself. This is not a good game plan. Every second that goes by and he's not getting a radar tower is hurting me in my soul, I have to say. And also all the time Pioneer Squad not looking at this relic. This is painful stuff. And this turret is not up. It wasn't finished. Oh, this is also heartbreaking over here. This is not done. It misses like 1 health or something. Now in second Wrath Rider squad, third Wrath Rider. What is this caps? He got all the cap upgrades from the ammunition bunker and just infantry spamming his enemy. While ConnorBread is tier 2, get a holy reliquary, And you need Celestians. Do you have some Celestians? Or heavy bolters? There's the first Celestian sword, and they can deal in melee with these horses, no problem. The Celestians are what will probably win now ConnorBread. All Vrakuzz needed to do was getting the radar tower, adding some grenade launchers, going tier 2, and he had all the resources in the world, and even get his freaking relic. To get tier 2, get some stormtroopers and win this. He had all eggs and was in his basket. Now a second Celestian Squad, probably a third Celestian Squad. Yes, this is how you do. The old man, the confessor is coming out. You can research the Emperor's Wrath, I think it is, and then you're really screwed as Steel Legion. As I said earlier, in tier 1 there would also be an opportunity with incendiary grenades, but he lost all his squads. Yeah, so this is now the third Celestian Squad coming out, and they will just shred everything that is here. You can add the multi-melters. The multi-melters are good against vehicles and buildings, but also not shabby against infantry. As said in another cast, I looked up the values. They are only they are still like only 5% worse against infantry than their basic weapons, so it's almost always worth getting them. So you have more versatility in your army. The Imagifier just standing here, dying last, holding the image of the Emperor, but finally goes down and kind of clipping through here. The missionary going down here as well, but this is now Flamers here, and there's the Emperor's Wrath, and this is so many dead Steel Legioners. Look at all the bodies. This is GG. He has lost this opportunity. Now the radar tower comes when his economy lies in shambles. Listening posts are not upgraded. Okay, they are upgraded. Okay, he did upgrade them, so that's where his economies come from, but he's still lost now his whole army. The old man just killing this sergeant. I think this was a sergeant. Yeah, Vrakuzz. This was your game to lose, and you did it. So next time, yeah, quicker response to radar towers. You have the advantage, and that you build upon the advantage not by building more units. I mean, you can do that, but why would you? You had like over half of the map. You increase your advantage by getting the points, which you started with this critical and this critical, which is okay. But then you want to get use the resources on taking up radar tower, tier 2, stormtroopers. Or if you want to be more aggressive, radar tower, grenade launchers on all your guys, upgrades for your guys. You can get grenades and senior officers in tier 1, and then get tier 2 and all the upgrades. Because yeah, against Celestians you will lose. I think stormtroopers can win, but not if the Celestians move in up close. But yeah, this is a topsy-turvy game. ConnorBread won it in the end, so it's now 1-0 for ConnorBread, and Vrakuzz can now choose the second map. And here we are in the second game. Rex is in the observer and doing some crazy talk. Is on Titan's Fall on the southern side, playing Thousand Suns. It is ConnorBread. The northern side, playing Orcs. It is Vrakuzz the Butt Sniffer, and this is probably his main faction, judging by the name. Going for the most standard opener, probably going for some shooter boys in the Big Mac, at least I hope. And ConnorBread is with the Thousand Suns doing also the right build order, getting all Thrall Wizards and then into the Sorcerer Lord, Warp Gate, Runescrap Construct. Probably, I mean, there are two ways to go about it, either a fast tier 2 or Rubik Marines, but Rubik Marines would probably be the best option. So Vrakuzz, do you know the standard build? Shooter boys, and then the Big Mac. Okay, he's a little late on this. He is very late on this. He is super late on this. And now adding the Big Mac. So this is the wrong build order. You want to have shooters. Or 3 sluggers. One of two. Now you have 1 squad, 2 less to be effective on the map. This is a large map. You do not have a lot of points per se, but they are very far apart. So you want to have a lot of squads to be active around the map. All around there, even critical locations all around. So there is, yeah, probably, yeah, you now have less stuff. adding now a Rubik Marine, and finally someone getting the Dark Library early. ConnorBread, I'm proud of you. If you haven't watched it, I have a little coaching series going on with him, and yeah, this makes me proud. It's not for 1000 Suns I coach him, but still, the Dark Library is what you want to go. He goes Illusionist against Orcs, interesting, going for Confusion spell. Okay, can work, I like. For the Confusion, you could also go for the Clone, I think. Clone is also very nice. He has now a little problem that he has started this, that he has not enough resources, but now he has. Build this up. And now you can go for the, yes, critical location. Do what 1000 Suns do best, capture the whole map, leave only one Thrall Wizard probably in the base if you want to, and then, yeah, build up the base, build up the map. Even a second Rubik Marine is already on the way. You can then add Aspiring Champions as the Dark Library is soon there. There's now the Big Mac trying to go into melee with the Chat Sorcerer, and the Chat Sorcerer will just call him by his name, basically. Will tell him where the place is. Places, and this is not in melee against the Chat Sorcerer. Look at the health bar going down. The Chat Sorcerer is so good, not because of his damage. The damage is really nice as well, but he has a high chance of slowing or stunning the opponent, so do not get in melee with him. You do not really want to now some shooter boys and some sluggers with burners, so I'm not really sure why you want to get burners against Rubik Marines, which have no morale bar. They are unbreakable. There's now the Aspiring Sorcerers on all, so they can now throw out Doom Bolts left, right and center. Haven't seen a Doom Bolt from the Sorcerer yet as well. He can do some as well, and he could pack the Confusion spell. He has it. I know it. I've seen it. Put it on these shooter boys, and this fight would go down really sour. More sour than it goes right now. Even a third Rubik Marine. So this I like. Very early aggression, tier 1.5 aggression. You can also get the upgrades now. First runic armor, or what is called, for the Rubik Marines. He also has the wizards with the Thrall Wizard with the leader, which thunders armor, so he knows his 1000 Suns. I like it, I like it. I would even more like it if he would... runic armor, I told you! Nice, so now you can just, from here, with this force, you A-click in the enemy base, and yeah. This point is not captured. This is part of the reason, because he did have one squad too few in the beginning, so he couldn't cap even his own point over here. Generally you would call this point to this player and this point to this player, so this is this area. The contested points of course are in the middle. These are the easiest to take over, but yeah, if he would have known, he also has now probably... He has, but there's something missing. This is not tournament conform. You want to have the take and hold victory on, which they do not. Which is the referee was not aware of this. 1, 2, 3 squads now. He's not reinforcing them to max. He's just adding the sorcerer, which I like. Adding tier 2 probably. Really crisp execution here from the 1000 Suns. Yeah, he's an Elder main, so he knows how to play these wizards, I guess. The only thing I missed was the Illusionist Scroll being used, the Confusion. You could also, as I said, use the Clone spell to soak up some damage here from these Listing Posts and War Banners. And now I would just stand here and kill these Listing Posts. Just hold position, please. Hold position, please. Yes. Okay, he goes for the War Banner. Now you reinforce those guys as much as you can, because you have an advantageous position. Can get some upgrades from the Dark Library if you haven't already. And yeah, please reinforce them and kill everything. There's no army left. There's only one Shooter Boy squad and one Slugger Boy squad, but that's it. You can even, as I said, thunder the armor of buildings, and so that it will go down more easily. And also now you have some squads to decap. He lost his sorcerer, so this is something not so well. The micro here is a little bit off. Where's the third Rubik Marine? Did they die? He did not reinforce them. Come on, please. I was so proud of you until now. And now we move in the enemy base and forget to reinforce, so this is a little sad, but yeah, he kept this. Come on, he kept it. He kept this point, make it worth it. But here you stand, the HQ does a lot of damage, so does the Boys Hut. Yeah, just standing here and dying is not a good game plan. He is tier 2, however, can get more Ruby Marines now. Would be better to not pile those all up, but get some upgrades. Yeah, but Vrakuzz throwing in the towel, as even with all the efforts of his building, he was not able to take down his Ruby Marines. The reinforcement was not enough, was too much, I wanted to say. And yeah, the strategic point he could have gotten, and then the other point. This was, first of all, Vrakuz's mistake for the build order. You want to have a shooter boy and then a Big Mac, or if you want to go sluggers, you want to have three sluggers from your HQ and then go from there. And yes, other than that, that delayed his capping. The execution from ConnorBread and overall game was really good. He did all the right things. Then the advance here was a bit too much. He was parking his stuff in between 2 listening posts and the settlement. So if you want to attack the enemy base, you do it piece by piece. So you stand all your guys here, shoot his listening post. Then you move your guys over here, shoot his listening post and the war banners, and then finally go for an assault. You do not stand in the middle taking all this damage. If you stand here, you can take damage from the listening post, and that's it. If you stand here, you take damage from the listening post and 1 war banner, and that's it. If you stand here, you see it, he lost 2 of his Rubik Marine squads completely, and 1 he needed to reinforce quite heavily. And also, if you go for an attack like this, reinforce your guys as you attack, not in return that you take losses and then reinforce. Reinforcing your losses is like if you have a slight engagements on the map and you want to keep your squads to a good size. But if you attack, just right-click your reinforcement button and then A-click. You are doing damage, so the more guys you have, the more damage you do. But other than that, I really like the execution from the Thousand Suns here. But yeah, that's 2-0 for ConnorBread in this match. So ConnorBread will advance to the winners round, where he will meet Nomad, and in the losers round, their Gnome will meet Vrakuzz. Alright, guys, as usual, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!